New year, new me? Not quite. New year, new travel hack, however. That I can get into. Last year, I didn't get to travel as much as I wanted to, but I want to show you one thing that I have taken from the last 2 years that I will be traveling into 2025 with, okay? And that's these two things right here. Okay, these are Z palettes, specifically Makeup Forever Z palettes. So let me just intrigue you as to why we even got this started in the first place. So this year, I really plan on hitting the pavement running when it comes to getting back into my makeup game and actually doing makeup for others. I already have a wedding booked this year and paid for, mind you, and a few other things that I plan on doing to really, really catapult my career. So with that being said, I took the last 2 years basically to rebuild my kit from scratch. Okay. This is something that I used to do that, which spurred along this little travel hack that I have now just been implementing almost into my everyday life. These are Makeup Forever Z palettes. As you can tell, I have them labeled. This is all of the old version of the Sephora Micro Smooths. Yes, I have them. Don't look at me crazy. And these are all of the colors that I have depotted on my own. I give this up to Deepak Chopra. Love her. I watch her videos relentlessly, and I figured I could go ahead and do it myself. So I've got Micro Smooth nudes, grays, browns in this little bundle, and then in this next bundle we've got, I believe, blues, reds, pinks, and purples and violets. I even have more colors as well, but these are the ones that I depotted myself using Beauty Bay eyeshadow palettes. I think I grabbed about 5 or 6, but I grabbed one of each color segment in order to go ahead and start building my kit. But with that, I had some things left over. So I figured since I had so many eyeshadows that I still had left over, let's go ahead and utilize this. I also had extra palettes. I bought more than what I originally thought that I needed, which in hindsight was actually a smart idea. I'm probably going to invest in more. Thus, this little situation was born. This is the second iteration of one that I have been using. I'm going to show you the first one to give you a glimpse as to what I mean. And I have been traveling with this quite heavily. Okay, it goes in a book bag. It just goes in between like a little cushion, or I actually put it in a laptop case and it just goes with me everywhere. This is something that I have been using quite heavily. You'll recognize maybe a few things in here. Some things you may not. You may never ever see again, which is fine. So we've got a few limited edition pieces. This is a Christian Dior, or a Dior blush. It was a holiday blush from about 2-3 years ago. These are also 2 highlighters from them that I use very regularly. I use these 2 in tandem. A few YSL, a blush from YSL, a highlighter from YSL, another Dior highlighter. This is a limited edition one. I don't even know if they still make this one in particular. And then I, of course, have got my Groundwork palette in here that I have just, it's just in here. Okay, living its best little life. I also have this little pan here. If you're probably wondering what it is, it's it's the new Maximal in the Clear, which is the name of it, lip balm. I had some left. Here it is, actually. I had some left, and so I dug it out and then remelted it and put it in here to use for every day, because this is what I end up gravitating towards anyway. This is how I sort of moisturize my lips before I get started with my makeup. And since I have nails, I just use a lip brush and I put it on from here. I use these things every day so much, I figured it was smarter to put them all in one place. Now, Danessa, shout out to you specifically, because I was already doing this when you decided to go ahead and come out with Lightwork 6. Okay, and now this palette in particular, if I lift all these little pans out, you can actually use this as a Z palette. I was over the moon because yes, thank you, yes. And I know everybody else that's a makeup artist was like, oh, thank you so much, in making sure that the pans are actually magnetic to make sense for people like us, right? This is another one that I made up as well. So I've got actually Blooming Romance up in this corner here. I've got a few Half Magic ones, and then I got a few Beauty Bay ones as well. This whole section is Beauty Bay, and these are colors that I would particularly reach for on a regular basis. I like some plums, I like some purples, some grays, a lot of browns, a lot of warm tones, and a few blacks, because believe it or not, you can never have enough black eyeshadow, and these are two different colors. Strangely enough, they look different in the pan, just don't judge me. But I feel like these are really, really easy for me to go ahead and carry around. So I've got eyeshadows in one predominantly, and then the other one is mostly for face. This just makes the most sense for me. And then I just take them, clamp them down. I actually have kind of like, what do you call it? I guess you would use it for your cabinetry. So it's like that foamy, hold on, let me show you what I mean. It's this mess right here. I bought a whole roll of it, believe it or not, at TJ Maxx. Okay, it was like $5. I bought a whole roll. You see how much I still have left? I basically use this to buffer in between. So just in case it gets jostled around a little bit, that will be able to hold everything in place, and I really won't have to worry about it once I get to my destination. Like I said, I usually take a backpack anyway. I just slip it in like the laptop compartment of the backpack, and I do not sweat about it after that. If I have something in particular that I want to bring, then I go ahead and bring it. So for instance, if I wanted to bring this highlighter specifically, I'm going to bring it. I'll just bring it in a little bag. But everything else stays in here. Nothing gets moved out of here unless it's getting replaced. Okay. This has saved me so much time and energy trying to find things to use, especially when I'm trying to pack light. That is definitely something that I'm taking into the future, of packing light when it comes to my own personal makeup, because I can take a brigade of junk that I absolutely do not need. And then my husband's fussing at me, and then I'm panicking because I'm trying to make sure that I don't lose anything or don't break anything. It just eliminates a lot of stress for me. Okay. So I highly suggest investing, and it doesn't have to be these Z palettes, but a Z palette. I feel like you will stress less, and it'll just be a lot easier to work with. Like I said, you just put the top on these, call it a day, which is the real reason why I purchased this particular version, is because I can take the top off. It's wide enough for me to hold in one hand. So if I'm in the bathroom at a hotel, I can literally just hold everything in my hand and just dip from where I need to go. It makes life so seamless. I have a brush holder that stands up. I clamp it close. I put it in my bag, and I'm done, right? Make your life simpler in 2025. Give this hack a try, okay? And I know what you're sitting here saying, I'm not a makeup artist. No one said you had to be. No one said you had to be. Okay? Just try it. And if you want a sort of depotting video to see how this happens, let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. Okay? Because I done pretty much depotted everything I get my hands on. So we might be lost in that cause. But I hope you enjoy. And I also wanted to let you guys know too, I know the new year, they're talking about this whole TikTok ban and things like that. Okay, fine, cool. Meet me on that play button app. I'll put my link in my description. Okay, meet me on the play button app. All right, my Lemon 8 app, it already will tell you where to go to get to me. But go ahead and meet me on that play button app. I done had one too many people, at least one too many people, threaten my life about starting a YouTube channel. Okay, fine. You win. Okay, you win. At least you can stop yelling at me. I'm name dropping her on purpose. She gonna come in here yelling at me, it's fine. But I will see y'all then. Okay, enjoy. Welcome to your new year. And have a good time. I'll see y'all.